Alright everyone, I'm here to give you my WWE NXT review for October 30th, 2013, no, 2014. October 30th, 2014. We get Jason Alberts, Rich Brennan, and Renee Young on commentary. And it kicks off with an NXT Tag Team Battle Royal. Whoever won this would become the #1 contenders to the NXT Tag Team Championships. And the champions would be the Lucha Dragons, Sin Cara, and Kalisto. I normally complain that they always kick off with the match, but I thought this was at least somewhat different. Even though it was still a match, at least they started off with a Battle Royal, which was different. I liked that. And the teams that are in this, the Vaudevillains, Aiden English and Simon Gosh, the Ascension, Connor and Victor, Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore, Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake, and Ty Dillinger and Jason Jordan. And it was actually going pretty well. No eliminations went on for a while, and then eventually, I think the Ascension eliminated both the teams of Wesley Blake, and Buddy Murphy, and Jason Jordan and Ty Dillinger, which I figured they would get out first. And it came down to, well, two teams were just fighting, Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore and the Ascension, and they fought with them for a while. They mainly double teamed Colin Cassidy, and eventually Colin Cassidy was over the ropes, and they threw Enzo Amore into Colin Cassidy, so they got out. So it's down to the Vaudevillains and the Ascension, and Hideo Itami comes out and distracts the Ascension, and the Vaudevillains eliminate them, and they become #1 contenders. And afterwards, Hideo Itami comes out and tries to attack the Ascension, but then eventually they just beat the shit out of him. They lay him out for like the 3rd week in a row. I don't know why. They're making him look weak, but it makes sense kind of, because it's 2-on-1, and these are the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions. So wouldn't make sense that Hideo Itami would lay these guys out, but at least but this seems like they've been doing the same crap with this. They did this last week, so I don't know. But afterwards, Victor grabs the mic and says, tell them to go back home in Japan, or we're gonna put you back home in a box. And I forgot to mention that earlier in the day, Sami Zayn was getting interviewed. Well, this was really last week, but they said it was earlier in the day. And Titus O'Neil had come up and gave him an open invitation to have a match with him. And I guess it ended up happening. Next match is Emma versus Carmella. It's okay. Carmella wins with the head scissors submission move. It was fine, I guess. She's new, so that you normally give her big wins, and this was actually a pretty big win. Beats a former beats a current WWE diva. Her music though is like fancy. I'm so fancy. You already know. It's not that song, but it's exactly like that song. If you've listened to it, it's like the same beat and stuff. And then Sean Hansen, it shows his training video working in the developmental. I think he's okay. I haven't really seen too much of him. I heard WWE signed like a bunch of wrestlers this week. Well, last week. So I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know if he's one of them, but we'll see what happens with this. I don't really know where this guy's gonna go right now because I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen him wrestle or anything. So then we get Justin Gabriel versus Bo Dempsey in a it was a match. I guess Bo Dempsey kind of beats the crap out of him throughout the much of the match and hits the diving headbutt for the win. Justin Gabriel's kind of nothing now. He could be a great mid-card guy for the main roster, but he's not, so whatever. And Bailey Corbin squashes a jobber in like not even 20 seconds, they said. I think it was probably a little bit over 20 seconds, but yeah. Well, another squash match there. I'm already getting sick of this, but I don't think anybody else is. You need to get this guy a real opponent, a real match. Because he looks intimidating, but he hasn't had like a legit match yet. So I don't know what they're doing with him. And then we got Sylvester LaFleur versus Marcus Louis. You know, they could have built like a great feud out of this. Former tag team partners. Sylvester LaFleur is pretty much the reason that Marcus Louis got his head shaved. Well, he is the reason Marcus Louis got his head shaved. But they decided to give the match away right away. I think that's stupid. And Marcus Louis wins with a stand-in rock bottom. It's kind of the gist of it. And Hideo Itami's backstage. And I think he challenges the Ascension to a tag team match. And he says he's going to win a tag team partner. I heard Prince Devitt debuted already. So I think it could be him. Or it could be Funaki to get payback on him. Sami Zayn versus Titus O'Neil. Now this match was probably the best match of the night. That's not saying a lot. And I was just so burnt out after seeing all that other crap that I couldn't care about it. Match was good though. Titus O'Neil dominates him throughout much of the match. He gets bear hugs, body slams. He throws Sami Zayn outside the ring a ton of times, and then Sami Zayn starts to make a comeback. He hits a crossbody on Titus O'Neil, but he kicks out of it at 1. Titus O'Neil hits a clothesline on him, which looks sick, and Sami Zayn kicks out of that. Then eventually Sami Zayn hits the exploder suplex into the turnbuckles, which was impressive, and he hits a Luva kick. That's the big boot in the corner on Titus O'Neil for the win, and he's celebrating. And Tyler Breeze comes out and says that your road to redemption is about to take a turn down Prince Pretty because they're gonna have a match next week. So, I mean, now I think they're gonna continue this road to redemption, which I'm behind. I think that's fine, and it's gonna end hopefully with Sami Zayn finally getting that NXT Championship, because if he doesn't get it this time, I have a feeling that he will never get it. And that was NXT this week. It's boring. Sucked. It was just bad. I did like the NXT Tag Team Tournament. Oh no, the NXT Battle Royal was a nice tag team battle royal. Was a nice way to kick off the show, and then the ending. But that was it. If you could just pretty much, if you're gonna watch this, watch the beginning and the end, the first match and the second match and the last match. Then you're pretty much up to speed. Nothing else happened. That's pretty much my thoughts. See you later.